It's
you ain't fighting enough for it.
Yeah. You said what?
They have marches and parades for it, sir.
Right.
We gotta
They have a
organize
whole walk.
as a group.
You have a walk for your cause? Well, that's when you're getting to us.
The Million Man March was the last one we had.
I walk. Yeah.
You ain't heard of Slut Walk?
They still doing that with Amber Rose?
Yeah, I don't know if she's still doing it, but she did.
I think the pandemic might have stopped.
I think the pandemic stopped everything.
Thank God. Yo, the pandemic.
Coming in hot.
Shout out to the pandemic.
Coming in hot.
Shout out to the pandemic.
For all the sluts out there, I love you.
Rest in peace to those who lost their lives, to any family members that may have been affected. But Kendall's coming in hot.
Hey, listen, all I'm saying is, I'm looking at it as it did a good thing. Whether in the situation it may be bad where it's death, nobody don't want to encounter death or be around somebody with death, but it's like, yo, at least they ain't go out with no wild shit.
Alright, and with that, we got episode 127 of the 420 Wrap Up Podcast.
You know, rock
episode 127 is KG.
Yes, sir.
It was Big Juice.
It's West Side.
And welcoming back. The undefeated, undisputed
nigga.
This when you chime in.
KKKK Dizzle.
Mark Henry.
Yeah, I forgot it. Mark Henry.
Yep.
Bring me back, Mark Henry.
Kendall is motherfucking back in the building, my nigga.
Yes, sir. Miss y'all, man.
All the way back from DC.
Yes, sir. Well, Maryland, respectfully. I love my DC family, but Maryland.
Okay.
Back, brother.
I was just testing your DMV knowledge.
Yeah, nah, I ain't that one. I ain't that one that be like claiming areas I ain't, that's not me.
Never dwelled in?
I was raised right.
I
was raised right.
No, well, this is episode 127. Everybody's here. We have tons of lights and cameras and all types of shit going on in this room. I appreciate both these niggas that put in the hard work to do that. So, yeah, I mean, shout out to y'all niggas. Oh, air horn for the producers in the building, you know what I'm saying? Air horn.
Shit, this is my first,
Negroes.
because, last time I was here, I didn't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, you had your weed and your laughter. That's
I am always my laughter, yeah. But
comedy.
Like when you being a creative, I'm sure you know that it's like, yo, it would be better if I had whatever type of equipment I need to better my craft. And I just didn't have that at the time. But, God always works, brother, so.
Yeah, man, shout out to y'all.
Yeah.
Man.
Thank you, brother.
How did I want to start this? I mean, we could just get right into the shits, really. We've been off for about, like a week and a half, 2 weeks. Will Smith, ladies and gentlemen.
Richard.
We've heard all the think pieces. We've heard all the think pieces. We've heard all this, the podcasts, all the rhetoric that's been spewed from it, even the backlash that's came from it to everybody involved.
He's been banned 10 years.
Banned 10 years. I don't think he gives a fuck. But banned 10 years. He resigned from the board beforehand. Then banned 10 years.
He's gonna be
I don't feel like that's. Do you feel like that's an unjust punishment? Like people keep saying it's unjust. I'm like.
What was my first thought when we seen this? Who was the nigga that shot that lady on set?
Alec Baldwin.
There you go. I couldn't think of his name to save my life. Thank you. Alec Baldwin. If he is allowed to show up, I get it. It's an accident.
That was a totally different situation.
But a slap and somebody losing their life.
Those are two different
on set.
Those are two different situations.
All right, maybe I'm comparing apples to fucking tires, but
apples to tires.
I mean, all I can say is I just felt it wasn't.
It was excessive.
You said the way
it was necessary.
I mean, I think that it was necessary. I mean, he got on stage and embarrassed that cat.
The 10 years was necessary.
You can say however.
A year, cool. 2 years, fine.
He slapped somebody on stage.
That's an assault.
He assaulted somebody.
So what?
Look, man.
Bro, when you get to a certain,
all right, let's not all talk at once. Let's try to get our thoughts out first. Go ahead.
I'll say, like, I understand,
you can chime in, Gary.
I understand people's thoughts on the situation as to how you feel. But at the end of the day, if you were the owner of this shit, someone slapped somebody in the middle of your TV program. That is a big deal. On live TV.
I agree with that.
And should be reprimanded. Honestly, he should have been taken out of the place as soon as that happened.
He did. But
would I have wanted to see that? No.
Oh, go ahead. No, finish.
I would have wanted to see that? No.
Okay.
Am I glad that he was able to give an acceptance speech because I love Will Smith and knew that he was going to win this, and as an acting person, I wanted to see that? Yes.
His big night?
But if this was anybody else, let's be honest, we'd be like, yeah, they should have been kicked out.
He would have been able to straighten up his jacket and all the things he did.
He would have been able to make it up to Chris Rock.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this question. Be all that as it may, the situation happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say, God forbid it happened to you. I wouldn't let no nigga walk up on you and slap you, but God forbid it happened to you. Hold on. But God,
I wasn't gonna say that exactly what you said. Listen to what you said.
But God forbid that somebody walked up on you and just slapped you, hauled off and just slapped you.
Now imagine you my entourage.
But no, hold on. But I don't like the fact that you gave me your entourage.
Or the star. I was about to say. Or the star.
I could have been just a homeboy that's like a star looking out, like, but cool, fine. Yeah, I'm saying I'm your entourage. But no, what I was gonna say was, would you what's the word I'm looking for? Would you press charges? Because supposedly they came to Chris backstage and say, hey, you were assaulted, sir.
I wouldn't press charges.
Would you like to move forward, press charges? Blah, blah, blah.
I'm not pressing charges on Will Smith. No.
Okay, so if you're not pressing charges, why do you expect the Oscars to just have security go and fucking tackle Will Smith and haul him off stage?
He slapped somebody.
Bro,
you have to escort. I ain't say you have to tackle him, but
you know what it is though. That's hindsight being 2020.
These
are in the moment.
I know, in the moment, everybody's like,
these are two actors. One's a comedian, yeah, but
security sitting there like, security probably sitting there like,
everybody was like,
hold on, slap them. Hold on, bro. We supposed to do something?
I'll say this. Hold on. Let's go to the slap though. Chris ate that shit, nigga. He ate.
To this day, I think that shit fake. To this day, I think that shit.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gay. Chime in.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna just say this because as far as going back to him getting banned for 10 years, I felt there was no need for it because he had already fucking resigned.
Yeah.
So that was just dumb.
I mean, that's a formality.
The thing is, I think it's like they don't even want to give you the look. So it's almost to a sense where he might want to make another blockbuster or be a part of another blockbuster movie. But some producers may want to shun away from him because they know, hey, this guy is already banned from the Oscars, so there's a chance that this won't even be nominated because he's involved.
I mean, being on the board and being allowed, being a
nigga that wants to get an Oscar. That's
being
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about
I'm just
talking about the other people involved.
Yeah. No, I'm not worried about them because they still got a job. They're fine.
You're not listening to me. I'm talking about future endeavors. Let's say he goes to want to make another film. Let's say he goes to want to make Bad Boys 4. God forbid he does that. But let's say he goes and makes, what was it? Was it 4 or 5? Whatever it was.
4.
Yeah.
You saying nobody's gonna work with Will Smith?
Nobody's. I'm not. Nobody's gonna want to work with Will Smith, but he's not gonna get the easy look that I think he used to get before this situation. Good. You feel me? And now that being the case, there are going to be people who want to get an Oscar who know that might be hard with this nigga on the fucking project.
Man,
I'm just saying.
It's Will Smith.
He still wins.
It's not going to hurt him. He's up,
yeah,
nigga. He's fine.
He's fine.
I'm talking about any future endeavors with people who are not up like him.
What kills me though is people dragging this shit.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's what I'm
saturating more than what it is.
That's why I wanted to get it out the way.
And at the end of the day, out of all the fucking sex offenders and pedophiles and rapists that sit in that fucking
that have accepted the award on that same stage,
not even accepted the award. That sit in the same fucking room.
On the same row.
Same shit.
Same section.
And they're sitting here, he slapped someone. he needs to be banned for 10 years.
Yo.
Are you fucking kidding me?
But that don't got nothing to do with the other thing, though.
That's the problem.
I hear you, but
That's
that
the
ain't got
problem.
nothing to
You're
do
sitting
with it.
here and want to say, oh, we need to
But
ban him for
at the
10
end of the
years.
day,
And they want to drag him and all these people. I'm traumatized.
Okay, now that's extra. No.
Are you kidding me?
But then again, no. Actually, no. For a comedian, if you were a comedian, yeah, I'd be traumatized a lot. I wouldn't be like to the point where I'm like, oh my god, I can't do anything. But
I think it's a win-win, not win-win, but it's a win for Chris Rock in this sense that when
them motherfuckers been
his ticket, yeah.
And
Good
then-
point,
and then-
valid point. But hold on, real quick. I was just
Yeah.
gonna say, with his ticket sales alone, I know y'all seen it.
oh yeah,
Quadruple.
yeah.
Like everybody's
But
gonna want to see.
he probably
He's a comedian at the end of the day. They're built to take dark situations, bad situations, whatever
He's
tragic
still a
situations, and turn it into
human.
humor.
Oh, he probably.
Nobody checked on
He
Chris
hasn't
though.
even. He hasn't.
That was the fucked up part about it.
Nobody
you
has
see
checked on this man.
Samuel L. dapped up Will, the way he dapped up Will
Yeah.
after that shit. I felt.
I'm
I was
like, nobody
damn,
has
people don't fuck with Chris.
anything about Chris Rock is doing fine. I'm like, this nigga probably hasn't even processed what he got slapped on and lied to.
Well, at this point, I'm sure he's
processed
processed it. But yeah, in that moment, and then next coming days, yeah, I'm sure it was.
He
still-
probably was like, did that.
Well, you seen him like right after he
He was like,
Did we have a show?
he had a show. He did have he went to some after party. He said after, and they said he looked fine. But I'm sure on the inside, you still trying to like.
I mean, he's an actor.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
And then, I mean, he was that way. Talking about that was the best. If that shit was real, that was the best fucking
You still don't think it's
comeback
real? Just ask.
That nigga, well, how big is Will Smith? He like 6'4", 6'5", right? He's a big nigga.
Yeah.
250.
He's like 6'2", 6'3".
I think he's taller than that.
No, he's not 6'5".
Well, he's
6'2".
like 260.
You know how I know? Because you remember the episode with on Fresh Prince with Isaiah Thomas on there? Remember when it was? You don't remember that episode with Isaiah Thomas on there? And when he was playing high school basketball? Alright, there's an episode with that on Fresh Prince where Isaiah Thomas from the Pistons was on there.
Right.
And Isaiah Thomas is like 6 foot.
Yeah.
He was only like an inch or two taller than Isaiah Thomas. He wasn't that taller than Isaiah Thomas.
True.
So he's only like 6'2". I'm just saying, that's my reference point. I still could be wrong.
He also was 21 at the time, so.
I mean, true, niggas do have late growth spurts, but I don't think he got taller. But I didn't mean to take away from your point. My bad.
What was my point? He's a big nigga.
No, he's
strong.
a big nigga.
He's strong.
Yeah, okay.
And that nigga took it straight on the chin. No.
Ain't no nigga might got a chin.
That nigga's the credit.
Don't take away from Chris. I mean, granted, yes, this was Ali. That nigga did play Ali at one point in time. The nigga's not.
And
that
he
was
wound
what,
it back.
in his 30s?
That nigga
No, he didn't wind back.
He wound it back.
It was a Chris.
That
It
was
was a
all
Chris.
four.
It
That
was
was
straight.
four.
That was
straight
four.
forward.
Nigga had
That nigga walked up like Jim West.
That was all hit. That was all hit torque. Like just.
That's what I'm saying. That was force.
Yeah.
So I'm like, the fact that he ain't fall was kind of odd to me, and he spoke right after that. There was no There was no redness.
How would you feel, Gary?
Wow.
How would you feel if you defended your girl's honor and afterwards she tell you, "I didn't ask him to do that."
I mean,
First of all, why would you ask her?
First of all,
I was asking.
I don't.
I'm not even bringing it to Jada's pick. I'm not even bringing it her way.
That's not
I'm trying to
even
move
bringing it.
I'm trying to progress this conversation beyond them because we don't want to talk about Will Smith forever and drag it.
Well,
So I'm just saying, how would you feel if you defended your girl's honor? You know what I'm saying? Be it a slap, open fist, closed, whatever. And the day after she tells she tells you
No.
that I didn't ask you to do that.
I would never be doing anything for her again.
Really? Like, all right, man.
Especially if it involves me like
She's a fade.
have to physically do something to somebody.
Hold on, real quick, hold on.
If I had to physically do something to somebody, bro, and she don't appreciate that shit, the fuck am I doing?
Fact.
What am I with her for?
Me too, but
I mean, so you broke up with me.
Yeah, pretty much. That's
No, I mean if you physically have to do something to somebody, I could.
that mean
anything
it was a threat. That mean it was some
Anything
type
could
of
have happened to me, and I'm putting myself in
harm's way.
front of because of whatever the fuck
for you.
been kicked up. You know what I mean? And you don't appreciate it. Oh, I don't give a fuck how big or small it is.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I took a bullet for you. Like he was wrong.
That shit ain't cool.
at all.
Like that nigga was 6'4", baby.
Man,
I got hazard. I didn't know if I could handle it. You know what I mean? That's sad. That nigga look like he still work out.
All this for alopecia.
I've never had that situation.
And for people who know, I have alopecia, so I can talk about it.
I've never
you
had
still
that
get it.
situation.
It's an autoimmunity. So
I had it earlier when I was younger.
Me too.
When
had a big
I was trying to move it forward.
I know.
I know. That's what I was saying. That's why I started talking about alopecia.
Let's bring it to you. How would you feel? Well, you already said you would break up.
What?
What?
What was the question again?
What would you do? You would break up.
I don't even see you.
What was the question again? About
would you break up?
If you defended your girls out there in the next day or whatever, she tells you that I didn't actually do that, or something to that effect.
I wouldn't care because it's like, yo, if I felt like it was needed to be done at that time, it was needed to be done. I mean, what she talking about is some past shit. So it's like, yo, it doesn't matter. It happened. I felt like it needed to be done. You can say whatever you feel like it. That's what a true woman has to understand. Like, okay,
I'm gonna be gone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be gone.
It's simple.
What if it's?
I'm gonna be late for that.
Come on, bro. All for that?
If I didn't have to be
for that one thing,
I could listen to what just happened. We just talking about some. I'm banned from going to that situation.
No.
Just talking about what if I gotta go to jail? All these ramifications that I went through for you. And you said,
let me shoot Kendall some
I thought we
bail.
just talked about as far as that part. When she said that question.
Let me shoot you some bail.
Beyond them too.
The way maybe I'm thinking you're interpreting it is because you said all off of that one moment. Are you looking at it like, okay, whatever equity that we build up in a relationship, even if she feels that way, is not going to make me leave? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not even looking at it like that.
No, I'm not even looking.
Okay, maybe I'm off. Just off.
I mean, overall, I wouldn't be with Jada. I mean, I'm sorry, that's just me. If I was Will, but everybody has their own opinions, and you know that's their shit that they're going through. Thank God I ain't going through it. Hey, look, learn from your situations. Yeah. It's right in front of you, people.
Well, you see, they got a whole red table talk coming.
They are still my step parents. I love them. This is not a slander to y'all.
No, I love Will and Jada. I just wish they would stop putting their... Because at one point...
Stop talking.
They had a mystique about
right,
it. I mean,
and then they start talking.
We heard things. You heard rumors here and there, whatever the case may be.
We heard they were swingers, and that was it. We was like, that's cool.
Do that. But once the red tape... Well, honestly, once Will got on socials, then Jada got the red table talk. It was just...
It was
one from there.
Let's be honest, it was Jada. Jada.
I don't want to put it all on her.
How was it Will? How? Give me one way it was Will.
I'm trying to shoot my Baltimore sister. I'm trying to shoot my Baltimore sister.
I tried. I'm like, how was it Will? Will started saying, I'm not perfect. Look at me. I'm out of shape. Then got back in shape. He started doing shit like that. Cool shit. Everybody like Will Smith is the coolest nigga ever when he got on social media. Am I wrong?
Crying for help.
And then when Jada got on there, that's when he started crying and everybody said, wait a minute.
Well, he wasn't crying, but
he cried on Red Table Talk.
She needs to stop.
He looked red-eyed. He was red-eyed for sure.
Because he said that entanglement.
Well, he said he just got off the flight. I remember he was explaining why his eyes was red. He just got off a flight or something, and
she needs to stop publicly embarrassing him.
Yeah, basically, honestly, she needs to be quiet.
If you want to talk about your relationship,
go to therapy.
Look.
Seriously, go to therapy.
That's cool, but if you want to talk about your relationship and let folks know what's going on, that's fine. But nobody needs to know those details. So that type of shit can keep you yourself.
There's certain things you don't have to expose.
Even the whole entanglement shit, like they didn't need to speak on that.
No, I understand they wanted to, but
they did. They had a whole.
No, August Alsina.
But that's my point.
And she coined the term.
They didn't need to speak
who do you think that people would believe, them or August Alsina?
You said
they could have drove that any way they wanted to. Who do you think the public would have believed, them or August Alsina?
That's my point. Yeah. They didn't need to speak on it.
Had they shut up, nobody would
have known anything.
It just would have been
spoke on. It would have just been a topic that came and went.
Oh, they might have happened. Yeah. We already knew they were swingers.
They just gotta sit down. Honestly, they just really gotta sit down.
Honestly, just gotta sit down and stop talking.
Just sit down and stop
I love y'all, bro. I love y'all. Just want to say, invite me to the cookout. I love y'all.
Just cut the mic on the niggas.
I love y'all.
That red light stay on. That record light stay on.
I just want to make
Content kings. You know what I mean? Content kings.
Yeah.
Love y'all. But shut up.
Shit. There was another.
Invite me to the barbecue. I'm coming to Willow graduation.
We could bounce back and forth.
We can talk about Gillie and Wiz.
Oh, Gillie and Wiz. How do we feel about? Well, let's first talk. Let's give them the background story about this, please.
Alright, so Wiz Khalifa had posted a picture. That's all everybody might know. He's doing this whole little gym.
He's been on his jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, so he posted a picture of him in the gym, basically.
You don't have too many rappers trying Wiz on some. You know what
I mean, whatever, but
he's just a cool dude, you know. With the
that.
But he took a picture basically and posted it, and he had on some training
some
shorts.
Some high kicks
basically.
might, you know, warm a nigga up.
Some tight training.
He's stupid.
And
kick that. That shit is crazy. My bad. Go ahead.
The nigga wore some tight training shorts and posted the picture. And basically,
he was thirst trapping. Let's get to it. He was thirst trapping for his women followers. I was one of them niggas that hit unfollow as soon as I seen the shit. I'm like, hey, that's cool, but I'm like,
yo, come on, bro.
Maybe it wasn't on my algorithms, but with this day, like all days, it just came up. I'm like, what the fuck? But go, I keep telling the story though.
At least syllable.
Every time I try to get to it, nigga, you keep cutting me off. God damn. So yeah.
So then, no, go ahead.
I'm gonna let y'all niggas talk.
Nah, go ahead. You got it.
So yeah, the nigga posted the picture, man, and basically, yes, he was trying to thirst trap, however you want to look at it. And Gillie had commented basically saying, nigga, put on some pants. So Wiz responded with a video saying the same niggas that are telling me to put pants on are the same niggas that used to bully kids in school, or y'all used to be bullies in school.
That's just,
how do you correlate the two?
Dark.
I fuck with Wiz,
that was just so dark. I was like,
how do you correlate the two?
I don't understand that.
I ain't understand it either. I was like, okay.
And I'm not understanding why you felt the need to call the nigga a bully just because he made a joke. A joke that you put yourself out
Comedians
there.
are under attack. Can't tell a joke. No, I'm just.
But you can't tell.
But it's just, you can't tell a joke. You know what I mean?
It's been that way, but now,
right now,
it's like you seen an actual physical attack on a comedian.
Supposedly, since Gillie, supposedly since the word bullying was in that video, Gillie's IG page got deactivated.
Yeah,
he got shadow banned.
No, not shadow banned.
He got deactivated.
Saying all that to say,
he posts a lot too.
You cannot, like, the times of the sensitive shit. And granted, I would think that, you know, Wiz Khalifa had nothing to do with that.
I don't feel like Gillie met ill will towards it. He was just probably, that nigga's a jokey joke ass.
I mean, yeah.
We met the nigga, he was joking at 9 o'clock in the morning.
I'm just saying.
You feel me? He's just one of them niggas that's just on all the time.
Oh, that's y'all friend?
It's just, you can tell the way he said it was.
That's y'all friend?
No, man. So,
I'm talking with y'all.
But, yeah. So, it was just, I find it weird that niggas is really that sensitive nowadays. For him to even bring up the whole bullying aspect, nigga, just joke back. Like, why are you saying that nigga's a bully because he told you to put on some pants? Nigga, put on some pants. Don't nobody want to see you in your motherfucking drawers.
Well, they're going to tell you if you don't want to see
you can wear some drawers if you want to.
Don't look, unfollow.
Right.
Unfollow.
Which I did.
Yeah.
And again, I fuck with Wiz. We were just talking about it before we started. I fuck with Wiz back from, well, y'all said y'all ain't fuck with it, but Burn After Rolling days. So, like, and then once he collaborated with Currency, who at that time and still is my favorite rapper.
I fuck with Wiz, but I don't agree with what Cornel had said earlier when he said Wiz is a better rapper than Currency.
That was coming off me saying on How Fly, I felt that there was a couple of records that Wiz kind of got the better of Currency. But then he took it to that Wiz is a better rapper. And I said, nope, not that far. As far as rap, Currency is a better rapper.
Overall artist, Wiz Khalifa got that.
Of course. What's that one song he got about
I agree with that.
What's that number one he had? Shit, what kind of
Black and Yellow?
Outside of Black and Yellow, what's that one sad song he got? I can't think of it.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah,
that shit charted.
He can go different genres.
So he is definitely a better art. Yeah, there you go. He's definitely a better artist. But in terms of rapping, nah. Especially with that last, we were just talking about it, that last album that Currency put out, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. That boy was rapping his ass off on that shit.
I never was really a Currency fan. So.
No, I remember you did say that. So I mean,
I feel that though, cause
you said I mean, you're not the biggest.
I'm not the biggest Currency fan, but I fuck with Currency.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't sit there and like listen to a whole project, cause after a while, I'm not gonna lie, that shit get boring to me. Like,
have you listened to his new album?
I have. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying he's trash. He's not a trash rapper.
Oh, his shit sound exactly the same to me.
But
yeah.
his shit
I mean, his beats be cold. Don't get me wrong.
stagnant.
I like his beats cold. He sound good on the beat, but I'm just
That's all that matters, though.
I don't like his voice.
That's what it is. And I had a feeling you were gonna say that. Most people who don't fuck with Currency, and this is cool. I got a few rappers that I feel the if way about that. Like if you don't like, it's either you do like them or you don't like them. And it's not. And my thing is, if you don't like them, I never took it. Especially, you know how some fans, when you don't like the artist that they like, oh, you a hater. You're like, no, nigga, if you don't like them, you don't like them. It ain't your cup of tea.
Like if you got them playing, I'll listen to it.
That's what I'm saying.
I just
You
say,
will never hear me say that.
You'll
Turn
never
that shit off.
You'll never hear me. That's it.
If the nigga tell me to get out, get out.
Like, he's a great fucking artist.
Yeah.
I just, it's times where listening to a full project of his, nigga, I'll get a little bored. But it's still good music.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just.
But no, back to Gillie and
Wiz.
Wiz.
This worst shit is better than a lot of these new rapper shits. Like that.
And then, because y'all not really fans like that, I've been to a few of his concerts. He puts on a good show. He puts on
and that's another thing. The one time I seen him in concert, he broke his leg and he was sitting down.
I didn't see that. Yeah, I ain't going to that.
And I promise to God, I fell asleep during that shit. And I woke back up. I was like, "Where's all? Thank God." Yeah, I mean that too. But you know,
yeah, most of his concerts. I remember the first concert I went to was at Baltimore Soundstage, and that shit.
Damn.
The nigga, somebody had passed out and got carried out. That shit.
Damn.
But no.
I seen Wiz a few.
But no, I was saying back to Gillie and Wiz.
Mm-hmm.
It's I don't know, man. I like to equate that to bullying, which is definitely a trigger topic. Once you say bullying on any social media platform,
it was just a key.
I never knew that.
It was a key word. Definitely, I don't think Wiz would go that far.
No, I don't think he did it out of like.
I don't think he did.
Let me have this nigga page deactivated. But just to correlate those two again, it's just.
Oh yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
he could have said anything else besides all this is the same niggas.
He could have said nigga. Why
I thought he was finna say
all types of shit.
Sound like he was finna say some cool shit.
But again, I think the nigga Gillie was joking. So like.
It sounded like he was finna say some cool shit.
Hold on. And then wasn't he on their podcast?
That's what I'm saying.
I just remember that shit.
He was
I seen that episode.
The whole bully shit is just like.
Maybe he meant to have some cool shit too, and we just didn't.
No, you can't flip bullying.
I think he tried to do.
Even for a rapper.
He tried to put out a message, and to his fans and certain fans, and he used, in my opinion, the bullying route. And I feel he could have done anything else besides sit here and say, "Oh yeah, you guys are bullying me," because this shit don't make no sense. So.
I mean, hey, to each his own. I mean, I ain't gonna sit there and tell a nigga how to feel about whatever he may have felt.
I hate when motherfuckers say that shit.
I'm sorry. I mean, that's how you can't tell a nigga how to feel.
I hate that shit because it's like in certain moments you gotta tell a motherfucker how to feel. I don't give a fuck, and they need to listen and understand what is going on. Because every moment ain't right, and usually it'll be that moment where they go, "You can't tell me how to feel." Motherfucker, you're wrong. Like, but yeah, that's a pet peeve of mine.
Y'all heard Jussie Smoillet drop the rap song?
If he did, I wouldn't even want to listen to it.
Who is that?
Smoillet.
Gay Tupac.
Who?
Yeah.
The what?
The gay Tupac.
The gay Tupac.
Self-proclaimed. I ain't calling that.
You talking about Lil B?
Damn.
No.
You talking about the bass
I
guy?
heard that. Nah, you talking about Jussie Smoillet.
He's a rapper?
Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna try to find this.
He called himself Juicy.
I'm I'm not listening to anything.
If you don't call
Gay
yourself
Tupac.
Jussie Smoillet.
I don't care.
I don't even
He's
listen
a whole
to
kid.
Jay like that no more.
I don't even care.
He's talking about the actor. The one who faked and said he got lynched in Chicago, but that was a damn lie. He's about to get lynched.
I don't even care. At this point, whatever that man says, is a lie.
Goddamn now. Everybody, we talking about that.
Damn it, I can't find it.
Good.
It's not on DSPs.
I don't even bother to want to hear it.
But that nigga was really trying to spit some on some introspective Erykah Badu type bars.
That was great.
It was so weird.
Don't give a fuck.
He said, on and on, nigga. On and on, nigga.
Give a fuck.
It was because the way he was talking was like it was like a poetry slam, but it was bars about his.
I was walking Chicago that lonely night, and
Where's he
never
from?
thought that I would try to get a bite.
He's not from
and
Chicago. Hold on,
Where's he from?
He not from Chicago.
Oh, hell no, thank God. He from LA or some shit.
Thank God.
He ain't saying that shit. He said that shit last time. That's something he was
Oh, so that's why he like that.
Yeah, that's why he quiet.
He from LA?
I think
I
so.
don't know where the fuck he is. I don't give a fuck. It don't matter. He can be from anywhere, nigga. It don't even matter.
I'm like, hold on, is he from LA?
Hey, I don't give a fuck if he was or what, nigga. I'm not listening and supporting anything that nigga do, man. But at the end of the day, man,
You gotta support your Los
nah, the
Angeles
fuck
brother.
I don't. No, I don't. Not that nigga.
The line ass line.
Not that nigga. I mean, it's one thing to sit here. It's
I ain't got no
different.
reception in this bitch. I can't figure it out.
At the end of the day, it's like you sat here and you just created this whole false fucking narrative to try to prove whatever point or to get a raise or whatever. I don't know what the fuck his whole point was. And then to sit here and walk out of the court screaming all this shit and then to label yourself as the gay Tupac, I can't respect you, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on in your head. But at the end of the day, I don't even give a fuck to care. Because it's just the way you display yourself. I don't have no want to know.
Alright, well, moving off of Jussie, how you feel about your Lakers, homeboy?
What about them niggas, man?
They ain't Showtime. That's for sure.
Fucking
Yeah, Showtime. Shouts out to Showtime. Y'all said it's a great show.
Winning time.
Winning time. My bad. Because the
talk
story you
about
keep telling, that's
Women.
Genie
Winning
Plus.
time.
Winning time.
Winning
Winning time, what's that?
It's
One of the best fucking shows.
Is that
out
like from
there.
the 70s?
yeah, about the Lakers.
Oh, and yeah, we're going to talk about shows. I wanted to segue this just to,
Alright,
Yes,
let's talk
sir. You
about
know
the
what we going to talk about.
Let's start with the Lakers.
But let's talk about a good show, Winning Time. Continue.
Oh yeah, Winning Time is a great show. It features John C. Reilly and I forgot the black man name who's playing Irvin Magnus Johnson, but he's doing a great job.
That's what I keep hearing. That's why everybody keeps telling me to watch the show.
That's
only
why
one
that
season?
nigga.
Yeah, it's one season.
It's over already?
No, it's
Everybody on
4
there.
episodes.
Well, I'm not
right
saying
now.
everybody
Everybody
good.
like
I'm just saying the main talking point I keep hearing everybody when they bring
It's-
the show up.
It's like a
is this.
Seth Rogen-esque show. Movie. You like a satire.
Oh, okay.
How they shoot movies like that.
Gotcha.
And it's kind of shot in a Quentin Tarantino like camera movie style.
Okay.
Well, Quentin Tarantino did a lot of movies based upon the 70s, so maybe that's not.
No, yeah, I fuck with Quentin.
But
Tarantino.
it also has like a lot of issues between like 8mm cameras, and I don't know if you know what that style is, but and then like
Made you
so
went over my head.
basically like a lot old style films from the 70s and shit like that.
Yeah.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, I heard, and I've seen like clips and shit on Twitter, of course, but I've never actually watched a full episode. It looks dope. I'm gonna watch it.
So the one thing I'm like, so we don't know if that's what really happened between Cookie and Magic Johnson. How they-
Well, I mean, Magic Johnson gave it up already and said none of this shit happened.
Yeah, he was like,
He like all this shit.
I was with my
fabricated.
wife. I wasn't doing what that motherfucker was doing. He said, Cookie don't watch that show. Cookie, that wasn't me. I swear to God, that wasn't you.
Hollywood.
Me.
I mean, because basically, not to give it away, but basically when nigga came out here, he ended up going to a movie opening and met a pimp,
Oh.
and nigga had the time of his life.
Time of his life.
Nigga, so
Yeah, I've been
the
eating.
shows, yeah.
I've been
That doesn't sound
working
too
out.
far
I've been eating
fetched.
good.
You know, it doesn't sound too far
I ain't gonna
off.
lie, cause yeah,
I'm not gonna say it's the exact and total truth.
I've been looking up the real story.
Especially around that time.
Not too far off.
Around that time, that's what was going
No,
on.
for him specifically.
I
You know
mean,
his story.
Bruh, it was for a lot of niggas back then. And not like you said, not just for him specifically, but that was a very accurate depiction of things that used to happen around that time.
Yeah.
How
No, for
motherfuckers just used to be in the scene and fuck around next thing.
Well, I heard they
you know.
got Jerry West looking like a piece of shit on that
Oh
show.
yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting, Jerry West, and then
After
I
the first couple episodes.
even
I don't know
how
if
they
it's the whole.
doing,
They said for
what's
the
his
first
name?
few episodes for sure.
Definitely, yeah. He was
even how they got Pat Riley. Like I thought that was an interesting
They can't
choice.
look like a wash. Adrian Brody.
Yeah, I thought that was an interesting choice to have Adrian Brody play Pat Riley.
Yeah.
Because as far as just looking like him, he doesn't
look
really.
shit like him.
Yeah, it doesn't fit at all.
They didn't cast that well.
And I'm like John. I mean, he's kind of high strung, so I can't see him being like that.
And then motherfucking the commentator, fucking damn, why I can't think of his name right
Chick
now.
Hearn.
Chick Hearn.
Yeah.
Nigga, they got Chick Hearn like a real asshole.
That's
Nigga.
what he said. When I do this,
Right.
You
That
shut the
means
fuck
shut
up.
the fuck up. Damn.
he said,
Listen, that type of stature comes with that shit.
No,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
honestly,
Oh,
and I
yeah,
can't say
back
again.
then.
That doesn't sound too far fetched.
Back then, you know what I mean? Nah, the whole show, the way they just depicting that shit, man, it's some cold shit. This shit is wild, man. I love that shit.
Winning time.
The winter
Yeah, I'm gonna
time,
watch
bro.
that shit.
That shit is hella
We gotta
good.
do our homework, Kendall.
Was that an Amazon joint or like a
HBO.
HBO.
HBO?
yeah.
Alright.
And for me, if you ever watch the show Ballers, that's why I fucked with it. It's very,
Same with the Rock?
yeah,
Okay.
it's very similar.
They go so far into depth to show like how they started the fast pace
Right.
playing method and all this shit. Like all the
Well,
cultures
I don't
and
want to
shit
say
like
it's
that.
very similar, but it reminds me of Ballers,
Mhm.
just of how it's filmed and everything. But it's dope, man. It's
It-
a
it-
hell of a
it's- check it
show.
out.
It's also
Yeah.
just showing like how they changed the NBA as a whole too. Like they even showed
Like
they
the
showed
Laker
Lakers
girls and
Yeah,
all that
Lakers,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they showed the construction of how
Yeah,
he
Paul
put
Abdul.
what's his name?
Donald
Not Jerry,
Sterling.
but is
Donald
it Jerry
Sterling
Buss?
was in it.
Yeah,
Jerry Buss.
Jerry
they showed
Buss.
Donald Sterling there. They showed Donald Sterling.
Rest in peace.
Jerry Buss is the main character basically. And
Hmm.
they got Donald Sterling was in the last episode. Who else did I just say? The other commissioner.
I heard
David
Kareem
Stern.
was getting boo-bopped by Magic Johnson.
Nigga,
Oh,
Damn, it's interesting.
I heard he
It's
put the
interesting.
pause on that nigga.
It's interesting how they
Michigan
depict it.
came out.
It's interesting how
Now that Bruce Lee shit worked, huh?
So that Michigan came out.
it's funny how they doing it because like now
Oh yeah, and I got another
he
point.
just like I guess recently made a statement saying well, fuck, I can't remember exactly what he said, but basically saying like basketball players just need to focus on basketball or some shit.
Shut up and dribble.
Not necessarily that, but it
That's
was,
what it sounded like.
something other pertaining. But regardless of the fact, how they're depicting that nigga in the show,
Yeah.
and him making that statement, it makes fucking sense. Like it all makes fucking sense. So, yeah. And then the dude that they have playing him as well, Norm Nixon, and then Michael Cooper. The nigga they got playing Michael Cooper looks just like Michael Cooper.
Then Norm
So it's
Nixon.
hit this on the casting, huh?
Norm Nixon's son is actually playing him on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Was it dope?
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope as fuck. I hope he ain't doing like that nigga. What's that nigga off from BMF?
Meech?
Da Vinci. Meech, yeah.
Boy.
Da Vinci.
That show is horrible. That's not even.
I like the show, but his
Can't
acting,
be-
I hope he stepped his acting up. I would say. Speaking of shows being horrible.
It's not horrible. It's getting bad. Those are two different things.
No, Gary, no.
Those
No,
are two different
no,
things,
no,
nigga.
no. And you know what? The funny thing is, The Wire had an off season that people, to me, I like the season.
Which
but
season was off?
People always claim the second season because you know how they introduce all the white folk in
Yeah,
and
okay,
I have
I-
appeared.
I've
never
That's the one
I've
that said
never
that
even
was
heard
the
that.
down year.
So if they had an off season in the second season of that show, well, it even
They-
makes more sense on why I say motherfucking Snowfall is better than. I'm still gonna stick to that.
No, you could die on that hill, and that's fine.
I'm still gonna
you could die. You could die.
Even with me
but
saying.
You know what, Gary? You know what? The Wire never had no motherfucking tiger jumping and leaping, and you always knock that nigga phone over.
I don't know why he always put it right there.
He needs it to see
Nigga,
it.
no, you yes and one, and then you always keep the stem of your arm.
You know what? I guess what?
Cause I be putting it right here, and you be knocking it over. Now I put it over there.
I'm just saying. This nigga want to sit here and talk about the show, the last couple of shows that have, yes, been bad in the storyline, but to sit here and try to, it's not, nigga, you can live on that as you want. But Snowfall will never be a better show.
The shit is bad.
It's getting bad, yeah.
It's not getting, it's been bad.
It's getting bad.
This whole season.
It's giving.
It's getting bad.
It's giving bad.
It's giving bad. As the youngins say, it's giving.
That's the youngins say.
It's giving bad.
I don't say that shit. It's getting bad.
I'm just saying though, it's not fam. Alright. Go the episode they lost me again is the part I'm referencing with the tiger. Alright, let me just recreate the whole if I was fucking ain't no fuck that, spoil it. It's spoiled already because they spoiled me as a fan. With the whole situation with them running around the streets with 3 million. Have you seen Snowfall? Have you caught
I remember you said that was the best episode ever, the first two. And I was like, okay.
I slowed down.
The second part is where they lost me. When they lost me at the ending when they got with the tiger.
Who said that?
And the second part is where they lost me. I said it was a good episode.
No, who said it was the best episode ever?
I never said it was the best episode.
Y'all was alluding to like that shit was.
I never said it was the best
I do remember
episode.
saying it was a
It
great
was in
episode.
Baltimore.
And I said it was a great episode, but it gets a little crazy. That's exactly what I said.
But no, where they lost me is where they're running around with $3 million.
Uh-huh.
They break into taxidermist's house, fine, whatever, tiger, cool. But they somehow managed to escape from the taxidermist that was about to feed them to
He
the tiger.
immediately dies.
What?
He immediately dies.
And what was the whole reason for them breaking into this nigga's house? Remind me again.
Because they tried to get away from all the Mexicans.
That, and what were they trying to do? They were trying to use his phone.
Yeah.
Right? So instead of using the phone, with the whole purpose of them breaking into the house, they go back into the streets and get kidnapped. Like, yo, come on, man.
Common sense.
It's not even that. It's just make it more believable, man.
Exactly.
They
Like,
should have stayed at the
the
house
writer needs
waiting
that.
for Jerome.
That's why I said the last.
When I seen kids running kites in the Baltimore projects in The Wire, that felt a little bit more believable than a tiger being in and you even said
And that was a CGI tiger. I don't know if y'all knew that.
Of course we knew the shit.
That shit did not look real at all.
And the nigga Franklin comes back to the house. The tiger somehow makes the cognitive decision to not jump on him, but to kill the nigga behind.
Right.
All right, cool.
I ain't gonna kill him. I've been repressed by him.
Listen.
Yeah,
Lost me.
that shit was stupid. Like I said, the last couple
Couldn't even
episodes
have it.
it's been getting dumb. To me, it's like on some. They're making it more
A
like
whole
Hey, no, it's like
episode of
I told
LSD,
you.
fam.
It feels as if they took the Atlanta people was like, "Hey, y'all take this. This is yours now." Because if this was a different show, that would be a cold ass episode.
That LSD episode definitely.
That would be a
that was an
cold-
Atlanta
different
episode. That was
show.
for sure.
That was an Atlanta ass episode.
That was definitely an Atlanta.
Spe-
Don't get me
yeah,
wrong. It was funny, but
It was a
like,
great
what
episode,
did
but
this
not
have
for
to do
this
with
show.
anything?
It was a great
Why-
episode.
Why is Sonny standing next to the fucking chocolate? Why is this waiter getting this nigga water? It just didn't make sense. I thought they were cool now.
I knew
Why
as soon
he
as
giving
Sully,
it-
as soon as Sully said, "Oh, that's chocolate. You finna serve it to the whole party," I was like, "He finna put something in there."
Well, I mean, it was a dumb moment.
everybody.
That's why he was like, "Hey, you go over there," and then he started smiling, and then he said the depth of the ego was like, "Oh, he put some shit in there." I knew that. Because at first I was thinking like, oh, somebody poisoned. I was thinking that people poisoned them.
Boo.
Then I was like, oh no, that was Sully.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to watch the next season.
Huh?
because I don't like how the storyline.
And I was about to say, and also what I was
saying.
There's
only 2 more episodes of this shit.
The way that they put the storyline is terrible now because first of all they pushed everything too fast.
Yep.
The way that they did Jerome, it's like now all of a sudden in 2 episodes it went from. It's like you realize now that they've been setting up the fact that he's losing control a lot. It's like, oh, I didn't even realize
but the
that
thing is, the producers even said it was like a time jump, but it's like, why did y'all do that? Y'all didn't have to do that. Nobody asked for that.
Yeah.
I don't like.
Nobody asked for that.
I don't like how they
were trying to end. They were trying to end the show.
I don't like how they did the whole situation with Peaches.
Wrap it up.
Like that shit.
Yeah, that's my next thing I was going to say.
Because all right, if you want to sit here and say that, right, that.
I thought I was trying to read to see if
like, are y'all running out of money? Y'all just.
I thought D-Ray had another obligation.
That was the storyline, but you telling me that all of that was so that Jerome could have a come to life,
come to Jesus.
Yeah, I gotta watch.
Don't watch this that season, fam. It's not.
So it was just like I didn't like how that shit.
They didn't even show him. But I'm like, D-Ray is a big actor. You don't do that to him.
Exactly. He just disappears.
He's a really good actor too.
So it's just like I didn't like that.
I just assumed that the nigga had another project and he ain't had time to film.
It's just becoming very soap opera-ish.
That would make sense, but don't do the character like that. Like it just
It's starting to be like Power, man. And I'm not
that's what happens when shows get too popular.
Yeah,
that's true.
You know,
and I kept hearing, Damson's putting on an acting clinic. I'm like, yo, fam, it was cool. I like the whole little monologue thing, but people are getting carried away.
I kept telling y'all that from the jump.
Nigga, the scene.
I kept telling y'all that. I'm like, this is good.
The last episode, the scene where he was speaking to himself and the whole little blue.
Bodies.
Nigga, that shit was cold. I was like, all right, nigga, that was a cold.
He has range. He's a very good actor.
I think this is setting him up for his best.
Oh yeah, this is.
I think his next role is gonna be that nigga can act. I think he's just playing around right here. To be honest.
What was that last shit he had on Netflix? It was a pretty.
It was Idris Elba.
Altered Carbon with
Idris, eh?
No,
that was
Anthony Mackie.
Anthony
How you say that name?
Idris Elba.
Idris? I thought it was Idris.
Idris.
Idris?
I mean, the same. They have the same name, nigga.
The nigga from the UK.
Desmond. Look, it's Idris.
The other nigga
from the UK.
One of them niggas on the wire though. Know that.
Yeah, stricken bell. Let me see.
Y'all niggas in this damn Wire show.
Nigga.
That's a good show.
Better.
It's the only show y'all have.
Okay. You watch New York Undercover, nigga. Don't front.
Nigga. I was fucking.
I don't give a fuck how old you were. You were watching it. It was being watched.
Give me another
coast to coast.
Give me another show.
Now you watch Family Matters.
That
was a good one.
Got him.
That was a good one.
You know the theme song, sir.
It's so bad.
Nigga.
It's so bad living, Miss Baby. He really be trying to play that stuff.
He's an alright.
Nigga act like Living Single wasn't around. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
I'll give you that. Living Single was the shit.
Yeah, I know. I can keep going if you want me to. But
the Wayans brothers.
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx is out here.
No, it's out here. That's why
Neither was the Jamie Foxx show.
Martin
Brothers was not saying.
Martin Detroit. That was in
Martin is in Detroit. It's close enough. Midwest.
Alright.
I'm not saying you claim Detroit. I didn't mean to point at you like that, but I'm saying Midwest.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'm talking about that's the only show that y'all have, Baltimore.
On those plans, we had what's that one show with
Everybody Loves
Pratt?
Raymond?
No,
Was that in Baltimore?
no, that wasn't Baltimore. What's her name? Kyla Pratt? What's that one show? That was technically supposed to be Baltimore.
101?
101, yeah. That was technically that was LA like a
was.
motherfucker, but that was technically supposed to be Baltimore.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
it was.
Alright. That's
That was.
interesting.
I forgot.
You never knew that?
I did not. I didn't realize.
Malcolm in that. Y'all think Malcolm in that?
No, that was Kansas City.
Oh shit! Right, you right.
They said Kansas City.
I was gonna say
every
DC.
episode.
I was gonna say DC. You right. Because Eddie Griffith's from Kansas City, I think.
I'm not sure, but yeah.
Yeah, I think he is from Kansas City.
That's Midwest if you want to say that.
Speaking of Eddie Griffin, you want to watch a funny ass fucking stand up, Dysfunctional Family?
Oh yeah,
that shit is hilarious.
I seen that in theaters.
That's his classic.
That shit is fucking hilarious.
What was the name of it?
Dysfunctional Family.
When he was like, was he climbing on the fucking? No.
He was talking about his uncle, how his uncle wanted to be a porn star and shit.
Yeah.
That shit had me dying, man.
You see the Carmichael, his latest stand up?
Oh, you heard? Did you see what?
Nah, I keep passing by.
You see?
I didn't even watch Mike
Epps. You see he came out?
Huh?
You see he came out?
Yeah.
What?
Well, I think he came out before. Yeah, he came out in the stand up.
They did say that happened, but he
came out before SNL. I think they said
Okay.
But
I thought
went over people.
I thought it was interesting that he did before SNL. That was the only thing I cared about.
But I fuck with, why can't I think his first name? I used to fuck with the Carmichael show.
Oh yeah, that's my shit. That show is a gem. I mean, I look at all their careers. Lil Rel, Tiffany Haddish, Loretta Devine.
Lil Rel is funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Lil Rel is funny.
I'm mad his show failed. That was set in Chicago.
Yeah, that was a good show.
I might sound like a simp, but you know what got me?
That was set on the west side.
What?
When I first started watching the show, that nigga had on like all the Jordans that I fuck with. Like every episode, I was like, damn, this nigga.
Wait, what show?
Carmichael show.
Oh, Carmichael.
He bought like nigga every pair of Jordans that I wanted. Or
that's why he said that his inspiration was like the sitcoms they always would.
Look at Will Smith.
Will Smith
back in the day.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, he said they always wore Jordan, so that's what he did.
Speaking of shows, you was the only. Were you watching Bel-Air?
Yeah.
Did you finish it?
Yeah, I watched.
That last episode was terrible. Oh man,
the show was terrible. You shouldn't be surprised.
When Marlon Wayans walked up to you, I was like,
the funny thing is
he did a good job though. He did a great job. It was just a shock. I was like, come on, y'all.
He played
Will Smiley. He played Luke.
Luke. He played the new Luke. Cause you remember Luke? They tried to reenact the scene. They tried to reenact the episode where Will cried about his dad. Essentially, in the last episode.
They did it too early. They did it too early.
It's too early. It's like, man, it's the first season. Y'all don't need to do all that. It's
been 10 episodes. I'm not invested in him yet.
Y'all, more character development.
Yeah,
that's why I don't watch that shit.
It's not the show is not terrible.
Character development when you have
yeah.
Cut it short.
Gotta cut it short, but
not next time.
You know, subscribe to the YouTube 420 Wrap Up Podcast, or 420 Wrap Up Podcast, I should say. Subscribe to our Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, wherever you listen to podcasts on any platform. Our IG 420 Wrap Up Podcast. Me, Kung Fu Kenny 89. I want to shout your
Cornel _Westside.
Ken.
You can follow me at the Kendall Vines, Instagram. Yeah.
That nigga don't say shit. Link and subscribe right here. All that shit. We out.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.